Hey you guys, it's Ari here and I want to talk about just having a little confidence and knowing who you are. I used to not have confidence. And I can't say I used to not have confidence honestly because I think like sometimes in some moments of my life like I still struggle with having confidence, but as of lately, like I can say the past 3 months, I've just been getting this surge of confidence about myself and within because I think it's more about knowing who you are, knowing your power, knowing your gift and you as a woman and what you bring to the table. Knowing that aids into your confidence. And let me explain to you why. When I walk in the room, I like everybody obsessed with me. Delusional, right? But am I really being delusional? Because let me tell you, I missed work, right? One time, there was a phase in my life. I missed work and I took like a lengthy vacation, right? And I came back. Mind you, this was at a new job. So I came back and I was like, hey, whatever. He was like, hey, I haven't seen you in about 2 weeks. And I was thinking to myself, how do you, I'm new at this job and you're just a coworker and I've never worked with you and there's thousands of coworkers. Like, how do you know I haven't been to work in 2 weeks? Like, I think it's a gift and a curse though. I do think it comes with its con, but I just like, see, that's the power of everybody's in here. They're all obsessed with me. For you to be counting the days, like, that's insane. Like, you just gotta know you hold the cards and it's all in your hand. Like, you just gotta know, like, in your head, like, yeah. And sometimes they say it's being delusional, but am I really, like, is it really delusion if the facts basically show? Like, really think about it. How far off is it from delusion? You know what I'm saying? I just think it takes firing and rewiring to getting rid of bad thoughts and just really telling yourself like, bitch, I'm the motherfucking shit and I'm the baddest bitch in this room and I'm fine. I'm smart as hell and I'm capable for anything. Like, they'll be a fool not to like accept me. I was applying for jobs and I was like, they'll be a fool not to accept me. A fucking fool. Like, what? Because I'm not only am I qualified, but I'm overqualified for the position. Like, you just gotta start telling yourself, start within, because I feel like how I think people know. I ain't even gonna say I feel, I'm not gonna say I think. People feel how people feel about you is exactly how you feel about yourself. I promise you. People feel how you feel about yourself. Like, if you feel like you're confident, they're gonna say, or they're gonna think that you're confident. If you feel like you're beautiful, they're gonna think that you're beautiful. If you feel like you're the smartest in the room and you can outsmart everybody on pen, paper, vocally, intellectually, on any note, any platform, any range, any diameter, you're a force to be reckoned with, and they're gonna think the same about you. Like, you have to really just start telling. We gotta start being nicer to ourselves and talking to ourselves and empowering ourselves and telling ourselves we're beautiful. Cause there's not one doubt in my mind I ain't beautiful. What? What? Look who you're talking to. What? Are you serious? Like, nah, can't be talking to me. Cause what? Yeah, it ain't one doubt in my mind that you can't talk to me on any topic, on any subject, any intellectual. We can go verse to verse. We can go battle for battle, word for word. Ain't no doubt. Like, you just gotta be confident in your own, and even if you don't feel like it's hmm, even if you don't feel like that's not gonna work for you, or you have a hard time telling yourself such and such. Just start like by doing different things, like to ask yourself, like, what would your higher version be doing? Like, what would she be doing? How would she look, and what would she wear, and how would she dress? And just start being more intentional about who we want to be and who we want to become, and ourselves and our being. And it's okay. If you want to be a whole nother person, it's okay. I seen this thing on TikTok. It was like, it's a problem when people start adopting personalities based off what they partake in, or start to wear, or start to places they start to go to when they weren't that before. And I was thinking to myself, like, why is that a problem if somebody wants to reinvent themselves? Why is that a problem if they want to change themselves? If you don't want to be like how you used to be, change yourself. Maybe who you was before really wasn't even you. Maybe that was just what you were surrounded by and grew up around. You know? I think there's so much power in just being a lady and being classy and being feminine and just being yourself, that a lot of people, well, a lot of people, but I can say a lot of us don't realize, like, when you tap into that version of yourself, the higher version of yourself, it's lit. I feel like it's lit. I feel like even me I feel like even me, like, I have some growing to do, but I feel like we should all. It's okay to have a confidence boost. It's okay to be confident. And you know, people who aren't confident and they are insecure, they frown upon those who are confident. And sometimes it's okay to not be so talkative and just actually listen, because there's one thing about me, right? I'm very silent. I'm very quiet. I'm not really too much of a talker. So when other people get around me who are talking or talkative, they tend to over talk to compensate for me being silent or me not talking as much. And when you over talk and you try to overcompensate, you overtell and you overshare. And when you overshare, a lot of the times you've been said something that you weren't supposed to have said, or you ain't mean to say, because it just comes without thought. It just comes without doubt when you're just talking so much. Just be calm, be cool, be silent. You ain't gotta respond so fast. You ain't gotta respond so quick, and just really, like, just take in the moment and take in this person and take in their presence, because a lot of people can't sit in silence, and a lot of people didn't even come from silent households, and a lot of people don't even find silence comforting. But when you are comfortable in silence and you're always alone and you're always by yourself, it's like evokes or awakes a different kind of power in you that I feel like have over the masses, because I think most people have struggled with being alone. Most people don't like to be alone. Most people have never even lived by themselves or been alone for such a long period of time. So a lot of people don't even really know how to be alone, or don't even know how to deal with themselves alone. Because then it brings up questions or thoughts in your head, like, how do I face myself? How do I do this? How do I do that? How you have to be okay in comfortability of you being alone and in silence, and just comfortable in your power and what you bring to anything, like whether it's family, whether it's a partner, whether it's friendship. Like, you have to just be comfortable in what you are bringing to the table and who you are as a woman, and just know that it's irreplaceable. And I shouldn't say woman, like men too. I'm also talking about men too, but I know this video probably reach most women. You just have to be comfortable in what you are bringing to the table and who you are as a woman, and who you are in general, and just know that it's irreplaceable, and this is not nothing to be found anywhere else. Like, even if you have like an outlandish personality, that's cool, that's great, and that's great about you, like that. And that's something that's great about you, and that could be shared amongst the world, and probably people are attracted to you by it. But it's not even just your personality, it's about your aura, just in general. Once you have that light, loving, caring, attractive aura, I feel like that's cool. I feel like I want to talk about some of my channel, but I don't know like how would it be perceived by the masses. But I feel like us as women, I feel like we should I might not share. I can't do it. I can't share. But us as women, I think we should take more care and consideration of like how we are and how we're presenting ourselves. They said Marilyn Monroe would always stare in the mirror, practice like looking at herself, talking to herself. Like in one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I talk to myself in the mirror. I mean, it's not really as frequent anymore. I need to get back to that. Like how she would talk to herself in the mirror and how she would like say these wonderful things about herself, and it would just boost her confidence. And as we know, Marilyn Monroe is one of the sex symbols of the past generations. I think that's very cool. I want us to get more into ourselves and more into one self. I think we spend a lot of time worried about other people or the outside world or the outside validation. And that's another thing too, like when you focus on yourself, I promise you, my hand to God, I swear by the stars in the sky, I swear by Jesus Christ, people are going to gravitate to you, and people are going to want to be near you and want to be around you because you're focused on yourself. Just focusing on yourself is an energy, like, because when you're focused on yourself, they focus on you. You get me? Like, have you ever noticed like when somebody's a little too quiet, you haven't talked to somebody in a long time, you'll be like, where is this person at? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are they doing? And you be like that because the energy is on them, the focus is on them. Like, there's power in that, and it's just power in being to yourself. And that's what I was saying, is power in being to yourself, being one with yourself, being alone, and in your alone time, studying yourself, rebranding yourself, bettering yourself. Like, it's just ah, it's just, we got this one life, y'all. We got this one life. Why not perfect who you are, and why not perfect your craft, and why not make it about you? Like, and I might be an asshole for saying this, but I'll be like, this is my world. Whoever I want in my world is gonna be in my world. Whoever I appoint people in my life, who I want in my life. If this is what's gonna make me happy, then you're in my life. Like, how I say this? If you are a part of my bubble that I'm in my life, then you're a part of it and you're making me happy. Like, this is my life. I get to pick and create the characters I want. I get to pick and choose who gets to leave. This is your life. This is my life. This is your life. You better pick and customize motherfuckers if you want, like they avatar characters. You better do what? This is my shit. And I run this shit. Like, please. Please. Like, you better fucking create yourself. And I literally live in fucking La La Land. I live in fucking La La Land. Cause it's my fucking life. I pick the fucking characters. I'm the main character. If I want side characters in my life, they just side characters. And you gotta understand, everybody, and you're allowed to have your own life. I might be a side character in your story, and that's fine. But make sure your life, I feel like, make sure your life is about you. Make sure your life is about you. I'm telling you. Sounds so selfish, but there's power in making things about you. Is power in it's coming off so self-centered, like God. But just make it about you. This is your life, and just be unapologetic about it. This is my life, baby, and I only get one life, baby. I'm gonna get this lifetime one time. So I'm gonna make the best of it. Make the most of it. And then I'm 21 years old. I was just talking to my sister the other day. She is 30 now. Like, God. 30? Like, that's not old, but like like time just flies by so fast because I remember when she was my age. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like that's just crazy. Time is flying by in a blink of an eye. I just graduated 4 years ago. That don't even seem that fucking long ago. But I didn't optimize my time. I should have did that. That's one thing, and I regret. And don't live in regret. That's another thing. Do not live in regret because life is so short. Things move so fast, and the older, a lot of them live in regret. So make things about you, boo boo. And I know it might sound selfish, but damn them, fuck them all. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But I just wanted, it was just on my heart. It was on my heart heavy, real bad, to have this conversation because when I say I live in La La Land, I think people think I'm playing. I live in my own world. Like, this shit is not even fucking real. You're not even fucking real. Like, if you're not a part of my world, my everyday life, I'm talking to you, I'm constantly, if you're not a constant part of my life, you're not even real. You're not even real to me. Like, who the fuck are you? You're fucking dust. All I fucking know, you're not fucking real. Like, sometimes you gotta be delusional, baby. Because guess what? Delusional is also gonna get you successful. Delusional is gonna get you to the top, baby. Delusional is gonna make your life worthwhile. Make it so you are not living in regret. Delusion. When I first heard like people talk about being delusional, I was like, nah. But that might be key though, because if you really sit and think about it, I feel like the most successful people, they had to have some form of delusion in them, right? You gotta have some form of delusion in you to think that you're gonna get this or think that you're gonna get that because it manifests in real time, right? So yeah, I just want y'all to ponder over that and just think about it. Yeah, I just think delusion might have saved your life. Delusion will save your life. Delusion will save your life. I love you guys, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.